Day 1. Arrival in Cairo. A first glimpse of ancient grandeur. The moment I stepped out of the plane and felt the warm Cairo breeze wrap around me, I knew I was in for something extraordinary. A friendly face greeted me at the airport, my tour manager, and from that very moment, I felt effortlessly cared for. Even the visa process was smooth. As we drove through the vibrant chaos of Cairo in a comfortable, air-conditioned car, I gazed out the window, mesmerized by the city's pulse, honking taxis, minarets, reaching into the sky, kids playing soccer in alleyways. When we arrived at my hotel, nestled right near the Great Pyramids or in the enchanting lanes of Khan el-Khalili, depending on your package, I was handed a cool welcome drink. The itinerary was reviewed, and suddenly this whirlwind of excitement became real. Summary of the day. The air in Cairo carries mystery. Even my welcome drink tasted like the start of an epic. Day 2, the Great Pyramids and Gem, a walk through eternity. Breakfast tasted better with anticipation bubbling in my chest. My guide whisked me away to the Giza Plateau, and there they were, the pyramids. No photo, no documentary, not even my wildest imagination prepared me for their presence. Towering, majestic, eternal. I stood in their shadow, lost for words. Touching those time-worn stones was like reaching through a portal to a civilization that shaped the world. The Sphinx, with its quiet gaze, seemed to watch the centuries go by in a single blink. The Valley Temple nearby was eerily still, as if it was waiting for priests to walk its halls again. Lunch at a local Egyptian restaurant. Summary of the day. Today, I didn't just visit monuments. I time-traveled through awe. Fly to Luxor. Temples of the East Bank. Leaving Cairo in the early hours felt bittersweet, but Luxor had been calling my name for years. The flight was short, and soon I was stepping onto the luxurious Salacia cruise, my floating home for the next few days. With warm smiles, lunch was served, and the Nile sparkled just beyond the window. In the afternoon, we explored the East Bank. First stop, Karnak Temple. Walking among the massive columns, I felt like a speck among giants. The hieroglyphs whispered stories. If only I could decipher them. Luxor Temple, bathed in golden light, was elegance carved in stone. Back on the cruise, dinner was served under soft lighting as the boat gently rocked. Serenity found a new meaning. Summary of the day. I dined on the Nile after standing in the footsteps of pharaohs. How is this my life? Day 4. The West Bank. Faces of immortality. Waking to the soft lull of the Nile, I sipped coffee on deck before heading to the West Bank. The Valley of the Kings was sobering. 62 tombs, each a monument to immortality. I peered into chambers decorated with vibrant scenes, feeling like an uninvited guest at eternity's door. Hatshepsut's mortuary temple rose like a vision carved into the cliffs, graceful, commanding, unapologetically powerful. The story of Egypt's female pharaoh echoed between the stone colonnades. The Colossi of Memnon stood watchful, battered yet beautiful. Their silence spoke louder than words. Afternoon was spent sailing to Edfu, with spa indulgences, afternoon tea, and peaceful Nile scenery that looked like painted scrolls. Summary of the day. In a land obsessed with death, I found life, painted, carved, and eternal. Day 5, Edfu and Kom-Ombo Temples and Tales. The morning ride in a horse-drawn carriage to Edfu Temple made me feel like royalty. Locals waved as we passed by their homes and farms. The Temple of Horus stood pristine, almost untouched by time. Later in Kom-Ombo, we strolled through a town alive with market chatter, before reaching the dual temple, one side to Sobek, the crocodile god, the other to Horus the Elder. Two gods, one complex, symmetry in faith. We dined under stars as the cruise slid silently toward Aswan. My heart was full. Summary of the day. Between ancient gods and modern farmers, I saw Egypt's beating heart. Day 6, Aswan, a city of grace. Aswan has a softness to it. The people, the pace, even the light. Everything feels gentler here. We visited the unfinished obelisk, a reminder of ambition halted. Then came Philae Temple, rising like a mirage from the Nile, devoted to Isis and Hathor. It felt like a temple built on love and light. The water shimmered around us as we returned to the boat for dinner. Laughter from nearby tables mingled with soft Nubian music. Summary of the day. Philae Temple didn't feel ancient. It felt alive, sacred, feminine. Day 7, back to Cairo, a farewell in layers. The final breakfast on the cruise was slow and nostalgic. Saying goodbye to the Nile was harder than expected. I opted not to visit Abu Simbel, choosing instead to rest and reflect. Back in Cairo, I wandered a bit near the hotel, watching the swirl of traffic, vendors shouting, and life dancing on every corner. Summary of the day. Cairo felt different this time, less chaotic, more like home. Day 8, departure, but not an end. One last Egyptian breakfast, one last glimpse of the sun rising over Cairo's rooftops. As I packed my bag, I didn't feel like I was leaving, just pausing. Egypt has a way of calling you back. Summary of the day. I came for the pyramids, but I'm leaving with a heart full of stories.